Hello everyone, and let's talk today about the market crash on this Friday here, Saturday in Australia, and I'll give you my overview here, my opinion about what I think it's going to happen in the next days to come. Today Sunday, some markets still were not open, and yeah, was a very sharp drop. All right, the market was recovering amazing from the lows of 108, and in one 15-minute candle we dropped 10%. Some exchanges register even Bitcoin at 99. We had exchanges crashing. Nobody could even buy that dip. We had coins going literally to zero on chart. And let's talk about what has caused this and what I expect from uh, now on in our crypto market, and also in the general traditional market as well. So firstly, let's look at the chart here. As you can see, was a sharp drop, all right, overnight here for us. And as soon as Trump came out and spoke about the tariffs on China, we've seen that before, right? So it's not something new for us. And we can see that caused this huge drop here with the bottom at 107 on Binance, okay? But yeah, we had some exchanges that was literally at 99,000 USD. And firstly, I think the first wave was caused by the President Trump announcement, and no doubt about it. I have no doubts about it. But there was a second wave when was here. It was 6 a.m. in the morning, late, let's say 5 o'clock in America, or even early. There was another wave, which, in my conception, that was caused of big players selling. We could see some things about Binance, Wintermute, and yeah, we cannot assure, but we can see on-chain information coming out, okay, about this huge drop. And what is funny about it is that, and I've raised that here before, is that in some exchanges you could not even do an order. Okay, like Binance, I know that they weren't wasn't working, so people could not even buy at those low prices. Everyone using futures, they got liquidated, okay, on the spot, because your technical analysis is good for nothing if the price just drop out of nowhere. And I think there was a huge market manipulation on that, for sure. We're gonna find. I still think we cannot measure what happened on that day, but something happened rather than a tariffs announcement. Okay, something else. Of course, only market open is the American is crypto market. All that thing, stocks are not open, will open tomorrow, and then we're gonna see what's gonna happen. All that talk, I understand that, but something else happened, and I really believe there are big players as Binance, Wintermute, and all that thing. There are big players there because the chance of a business or someone who has big positions get hurt in this kind of drops if they are using leverage is so big. But well, now let's talk about what I think is going to happen, and let's try to see what was the damage and how can we use that. First, don't use leverage. All right, use leverage because on those events you're going to lose everything if you are over leveraged, or if you are using leverage constantly to get more exposure, for sure. And if you use the leverage, make sure that you put your stop loss. This is essential. You can see here that we were breaking up, okay, this triangle, and was doing well. Look, bottom found here, okay, selling pressure observed here, selling pressure observed here, beautifully. Volume was rising, okay, rising volume here, which is nice, was backing up. And then when the announcement happened, we got a sharp drop, okay, and we are still, it's weakened, but the volume is low. Of course, it is still a weakened, but we can see that now that I don't believe we're gonna shoot up now like this. Okay, I don't think that's not what happened. Usually, we need to be realistic, and I think that that event bring us back 6 months in terms of market, Bitcoin and crypto market. All right, bring us 6 months back. I think we can go up from here, but we need a reset. All right. October usually is one of the last quarter of the year. Usually is historically is very good. Historically, Bitcoin performed 15% in average, which is amazing. But now we need to be realistic. Now we are gonna be sideways for some time. Okay, now that's, yeah, we can even hit those levels here. Okay, of those green boxes are my levels. Okay, first one we kind of hit here 110, 103, and then 98,000 in this line. Okay, so I think we are gonna be in a range sideways, up and down for some time now. Okay, and yeah, if you ask me when you think crypto will be back, I think we have chances by the end of this month of, you know, a reset with some good performance now. And because people usually, when those drops happen, whoever was thinking about investing or buying Bitcoin, it's gonna be thinking twice about this, and of course big players as well. And also one thing, when you have way too many users buying futures, okay, Bitcoin spot had less pressure. Pressure was made most likely for futures users, okay, using leverage, so that kind of fake volume, and that's why was this hit was so big. All right, was a huge knockdown. And yeah, but fundamentally it doesn't change anything, especially for Bitcoin, to be very honest and fair with you. The levels are here. That's funny because who would tell you that you'd be here at 108, $107,000 per Bitcoin? The market would be at panic. That's funny. Okay, remember, whoever, I'm not gonna buy at 30s because for me it looks like that's gonna go down. At 70s, people were, oh, it's all-time highs, I'm not buying here. And look where we are at now. Look what happened, and look the price that we are at. This asset is still amazing, my friend. I'm not bearish because of one event. And of course, there was a huge event to remind me of COVID, other events like this. It was a huge candle down, and we have other coins here that suffered the most. I think Ethereum hold its ground in some kind of, you know, yeah, it wasn't too bad. And Bitcoin as well, in my conception, wasn't too bad. But then we got, for example, Sui. Let's go to Sui. You're gonna be, look where Sui went. Okay, 197. Some exchanges 30 cents. Okay, so if you look for Link, for example, Link is back in that zone where we I had all these levels here because Link was doing amazing, but it just shoot down to $7. Okay, $7 per Link at this stage here. Very quick, of course. Nobody. That's why I'm telling. Sometimes you have those flushes and you can buy cheaper, which is amazing. But that was not the case here. Okay, you couldn't buy cheaper. You couldn't do anything. They didn't let you make an order or even even enjoy this dip if you had cash. That's why you need to have cash aside, the risk management. This is the time where your risk management makes a lot of difference, okay? Because these are the times where you can reallocate in the market. That's why whoever is fully 100% allocated all the time is full, all right? You're gonna lose a lot of money. You're gonna take a hit as you took now, perhaps this weekend, and then what's gonna happen? You're gonna cry because you lost a lot. And if we are talking about long-term holdings, don't worry. But when we are talking about traders that want to be 100% allocated, yeah, your risk management must be spot on. Otherwise, you will be liquidated, you'll be wrecked, and there's nothing you can do. As for example here, XRP, right? XRP also had amazing levels here, and it went to 120. Okay, was a lot, and I think this is gonna bring us back, unfortunately, some time. Okay, October was going very well, and yep, this is my market update now, and I hope you enjoyed. What I'm expecting here, sideways range, all right, with you gotta watch very close. And I think if we consolidate a bit here, okay, at this area, if we can consolidate, stop dropping the price, inflows start getting in, institutions start, getting more comfortable again, I think we can still have a amazing end of year. Okay, nothing changes. Let's see how the market's going to behave. Markets open on Monday. Let's see how the traditional markets will do, and yeah, let's see how can we get away with it. And yeah, but the panic, the worst has passed for sure. We just need to see now how the market will react in terms of a rebound. Okay, what is going to be the sentiment here? All right, so I hope you enjoyed this market update. Thank you very much, and I see you soon in the next video.